What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. Well, I got a really cool video for you guys today. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys some really cool secret compartments that you guys can make and use at home to store your valuables. It's really fun, and I'm sure they will come in handy at some point. So if you guys are excited about that, hit that thumbs up button and check it out. You can make a secret safe using a container. Now right here I have a tub of protein. Actually, this is a meal replacement and I have plenty of these at home. I have lots of these, so I don't mind messing this one up. Honestly guys, I don't even take this, I don't drink this anymore, but I do have a lot of these. And if you're like me and you have a bunch of these that nobody really touches, well then this is the perfect way to stash away some cash. First thing you guys are gonna do is empty it out. We want this to be completely empty. So right here I have an empty tub, which I'm gonna dump out. So I want this container to be completely empty. Alright, well I made a bit of a mess, but that's okay. At this point, this is what it should look like. It's completely empty. This is perfect. Even the bottom is perfect. I think this container was meant to be turned into a secret safe. So next up, we're gonna need one of these. This used to contain icebreakers, which are gum. See, it has two openings. A little flap right here. And then you can completely open this one. Well, this is where we're gonna store our stuff. So if you want, go ahead and strip it down, pretty much remove all the labels from it, just to make it look better. And it draws less attention to it. So on top, there's like a little sticker, so you can easily peel it off. See? Here I have some cash and an SD card. I'm gonna put it inside the little gum container, just like this. And then close it up. Next, I'm gonna put it inside the container and then put the powder back, and that's it. No guys, that's not what we're doing here. Because if I did that, it'll be a hassle having to dig in there and trying to find the gum container. So we're not gonna do that. We're actually gonna make a hole down here. And for that, we're gonna have to trace the bottom of this gum container to be able to make that opening. Right now, I'm just gonna trace this on the bottom. So I'm gonna center it right in the middle, and then begin to trace the bottom, because that's what we're gonna cut out. All right, that is perfect. Look at that. Basically, the center is gonna be cut off. So guys, if you're using a blade, be very, very careful. All right, we got that cut out. Look at that, perfection. Now we can slide this in. Of course, the little gaps there, we're gonna have to fill them in with some hot glue, which I got ready over there. Well, you guys gotta be extra careful when doing this so you don't burn yourselves. Now that it's all dried up, guys, look at it. See, now we can open it and have access to everything that's inside, such as our money, our SD card, or anything that you wanna put in there. Or you can also open up this little flap right here. You know, if you want to get just $1, maybe something small. But that's it, guys. Look at the inside. Of course, we're going to put our powder back in there. So here's my protein. I'm just going to dump it in. And that is it, guys. Look, I'm just going to close it up. And nobody will be able to tell when they open this. Let's say if they even want to get some protein or a meal replacement. The inside doesn't look suspicious. Nobody would ever be able to tell that there's something there unless they turn it over and look underneath. But nobody really does that. But now let's say you stored $50 in there and you need them. Well, all you do is turn it upside down, open it, get your $50, just $50. See? The rest will stay in there. Close it up, put it back where it goes, and now you have yourself $50 that you can use on whatever it is that you want. Simple as that. I totally love this hack right here. If you guys are just trying to store away a couple of bucks and you don't want nobody to find them, get yourself a Powerade bottle. Now you can also get a Gatorade bottle, but for this example, I'm using this Powerade bottle. First thing I'm gonna do is remove the label, because we're gonna turn this bottle into something else. It's no longer gonna be a juice bottle. We're gonna make it seem less appealing to anybody. So we're gonna switch up the label. Next up, guys, we're gonna take our money and put it inside a little sandwich bag. This will protect it from getting wet. So we can fold it up just like this and put it inside this little sandwich bag. All right, so our money's safe. Now we're gonna turn this bottle into, let's say, a grease bottle so nobody goes near it. All I'm gonna do is wrap some tape around it On it, I'm gonna write grease. And I'm gonna warn people, don't open. Just like that. So people will stay away from your money. Next, we're gonna fill this bottle with something, and I'm gonna use Diet Cola. This is left over from a previous video that I did. So I'm gonna fill it up. And what I like about Diet Coke or any type of cola is that it's dark. So it's not that see-through. Once you guys get close to the top, you're gonna stop filling it because you're gonna put your money inside. Take your money and put it in like this with a little bit of the bag sticking out. Now once it's in, you're gonna apply just a little bit of glue on the bag so it sticks to the bottle, just a little bit. That way when you open the bottle every time, the money's not gonna fall in. So that is perfect. And then we're gonna finish up filling up the bottle. Let's put the cap on just to seal everything in. Now all we do is just remove that excess plastic that sticks out. And that's it, pranksters, look at that. You guys can't tell if there's anything in there. Then when you guys need your money, just take it out and that's it, guys. It's a good way to hide some extra cash if you ever need it. If you guys are trying to hide change or maybe a key, something valuable, and you don't want anybody to find it, well, get yourself a toothpick container like this one. This one right here, I'm gonna empty out because this is where I'm gonna put all my valuables. And as you guys can see, all I have is change. So I'm gonna put some change in there. And I'm also gonna put a pair of spare keys in there. I'm gonna close it up. And here I have a magnet which I'm gonna stick on using some tape. It's just so simple, guys. This now you can place anywhere. And me, my favorite spot is the fridge. And me, my favorite side is the back of the fridge because nobody really goes there. So let me show you where I'm gonna put this. And here's my fridge, guys. And as you guys can see, it'll stick with ease. This is not going anywhere. So like I said, you guys can put it on the fridge or anything that's magnetic, anything that this will easily stick to. So where I'm gonna put mine is the back of the fridge. It's a bit dark back here, but that's great because nobody really checks out this side. So I'm just gonna stick this right there. And that's it, guys. And then when you need your change or your keys, you just go back there, get it, remove the cap, and take out what you need, such as these keys right here. Then put everything back and stick it back there, and that's it. Here I have a $100 bill, and I don't want to hide this. I want to store this away. Well, one of the best places inside your house that you guys can do that is a doorknob. Now you can't stash a lot of stuff in there, but let's say you're like me and you just want to hide this $100 bill. Well, that doorknob is perfect. Now you're gonna go after the doorknob that really nobody uses, such as a closet doorknob. You're gonna unscrew it. So for this, you're gonna need a screwdriver. Basically, all you're gonna do is undo the screws. So it's simple. Well, I've loosened it up just enough to have this opening right here. There's just enough space to hide some money in there. So I'm gonna take my $100 bill and I'm gonna fold it about 3 to 4 times. Just like this. And then I'm gonna slide it in the doorknob. And then I'm gonna tighten the screws once again. That's pretty much it, guys. The doorknob will continue working normally. The $100 bill will not get in the way of its function. And nobody will know that there's money inside this doorknob. So let's say a few months go by and you happen to need that $100 bill. Well, all you do is, well, you unscrew it. You don't necessarily have to remove the whole doorknob. Just loosen it up just enough so you're able to get your money back. So for example, here it is. I'm gonna slide it out. And there it is. See? Safe and sound. Now I'll be able to use this and buy Christmas presents or whatever I need this for. And nobody would have known that there was money inside that doorknob all along. For our last hack, we're gonna need a roll of toilet paper and the roller. Now this goes in and out. It has a little spring inside. Well, we're gonna modify this so that we'll be able to hide some of our valuables inside this roll of toilet paper. We're also gonna need this little container again. This is the toothpick container that we used earlier. Well, I'm gonna dump out all the toothpicks because all we need is this. And for this example, again, we're gonna use some keys and an SD card that might contain some important information in there. So we're gonna put everything inside and then close it up. Simple as that. Now what will take some time to prep is the roller. What we're gonna do with this first is measure it. Try to find out its length. I have a ruler right here and I'm gonna measure it, and it's about 6 inches and a quarter. So that's what we're gonna go off by. Okay, so let's pop it open. Just so you guys know, I did a video on my channel Next Projects where I showed you guys how to hide stuff in here. So if you guys want to check it out, it's in the cards above. Well, anyways, this is what it should look like. We're gonna trim these off, as well as this little spring that was inside. And to get the right measurement of how much of these we're gonna trim off, we're gonna have to put a little container inside the roll of toilet paper, like this. Try to center it and put both ends in there. And the length that we figured out was 6 inches and a quarter. So from end to end, it has to equal a length of 6 inches and a quarter. So that's what we're gonna trim off. I'm gonna take my Dremel and begin cutting it. So if you guys are doing this, be very, very careful. Alright, perfect. Look at that. I'm gonna sand this off just a little and then glue it on one end of that container that contains our valuables. I'm gonna apply a bit of glue around the edges. And then glue it on our little container like this. And while that dries, we're gonna trim off a little bit of that spring that was inside as well. And now the spring, we're gonna glue on the other end of our little container. So center it and then apply some glue on it. Of course, we're gonna let this dry, and finally we're gonna trim off the other end. And we are finally done, guys. This is what our end product should look like. As you guys can see, I got my stuff in there inside this little toothpick container. We split the toilet paper roller into two. So let's try it out, guys. Here I have my roll of toilet paper. I'm gonna put it inside. And I'm gonna cover the other end. And look, doesn't it look like a regular toilet paper roll? Let's put it back where it goes and see how it's gonna look. First, let me give you an example of how it would look like without the roll of toilet paper. We slide one end, and then the other one we adjust so it locks in. So basically that's how it would look. There's our stuff in there, but of course the toilet paper is gonna cover the good stuff. So let's do that again with the toilet paper. People will use it and will not notice a thing. They won't know that there's stuff inside. Now guys, you might think that this is a stupid idea, but it really isn't. Just make sure that the toilet paper is always full. So let's say you needed that SD card that's in there. Well, all you do is come into the bathroom, undo it, push it out, pop off the top, and get that SD card, guys. See? You put everything back where it goes. The keys are still in there, by the way. And there you guys have it, a secret safe inside the roll of toilet paper. And there you guys have it. 5 secret compartments you guys can use at home to store valuables, to hide stuff from somebody. I don't know how you guys are gonna use these, and if you are gonna use them, I hope they come in handy. If you guys liked what I just taught you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. One last thing before I wrap up this video, I wanna let you guys know that in my next video, I'm gonna be showing you guys 5 more ways on how to sneak food into class. That's right, guys, we're at part 8 of my series, how to sneak food, candy, snacks, drinks into class. So I hope you guys are excited about that. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel and turn on your post notifications. That way you guys know when I upload that video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll see you pranksters in my next video. But if you look on the other side, there's a big enough space that you guys can put food inside, such as candy or any kind of chips. And for me, I thought it would be perfect to put in some Takis. I don't know if you guys know of these chips, but they are pretty good. So you pick up the bottle just a little and you'll be able to slide out a cookie, which you guys can eat really quickly. Your teacher won't really think anything of this glue stick because it's a school supply. This is meant to be in class. So let's say you get hungry in class, because everybody gets hungry in class, and you know you have this glue stick with a lollipop and the pixie stick powder in there. So you're gonna open it up. Look at that. Looks delicious, right? So now you have yourself some yummy candy you guys can enjoy in class without anybody noticing it.